Hi everyone, Luna Gamer Alex here, and this is YosUki and Games. And I'm alone in my game room. I live stream every single one of my gaming sessions since 2010, and I have been saving them to my YouTube channel. I do this to allow me to take a glimpse back at all of my gaming adventures, sort of a detailed observations of my life as a gamer. The session is starting now, and I thank you for watching.
All right, I think I'm ready to play this game. I took the liberty of reading the final section of the tutorial because I said that I was going to continue during the next session, but there was some downtime today, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read through those pages. So I did that, and so I think I'm ready to play the game. So we'll see. Okay, so this is the tutorial mission. Um, Hero mode. Do they also have? Let me see here. Oh, it's like mission 4, MH0, the escape, distress beacon. Okay. Yeah, it says, oh, this is Mission Hero 0 tutorial Flight of the X-Jet. So this is the tutorial mission with only 2 tiles on the board. They also have the zombie mode mission here. But it requires the component from the base, the core box for Zombicide. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that because that's a lot of components out. So we'll just stick to the hero mode for now. Okay, so it says easy 30 minutes. Let's see if that's true. The Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters is under attack by the zombies. Luckily, we managed to evacuate the students and reach the underground before the worst could happen. If we can lead them to the X-Jet, we can get them out of here and hopefully find somewhere safe where the kids can hide away. Unfortunately, some X-Men turned zombie have managed to put the hangar into lockdown. But we might be able to find an override key in the danger room. Okay, so I already set up the tiles. The objectives: X-Jet escape. Accomplish these objectives in order. Take the green objective. So we need to get to this tile over here. Zone, I guess that's a zone, right? The 4 zones over there, and escape via the exit with all superheroes. Any superhero may leave through this zone for free at the end of their turn as long as there are no enemies in it. Okay, so as long as we can get the hero to move to this zone here, then they can exit for free. Okay, special rules. Locked hangar. The green door can only be opened once the green objective has been taken. Okay, because that's the hangar key, right? Is that what we're trying to get? The override key in the danger room. Okay. Oh, that's the danger room. Okay. Just looks different. Okay, let's see here. They've broken through. The green spawn point becomes active once the green objective has been taken. Okay, so that one over there. So, and I found the key. The green objective gives 5 XP to the superhero who takes it, and then 5 to 6 superheroes. During the spawn enemy step of each enemy phase, draw 1 additional spawn card for the first spawn point. Okay, so if you decided to play with 5 to 6 superheroes, you have to do that additional thing. Okay, let's see if we can do this right. Okay, so there's no at the the last page actually has the round summary. Okay, so we start with the player phase, and you can choose actually who goes first. Um, so at the beginning of the player phase, they all the heroes gets +1 to their power tracks, so everyone gets +1. And then refresh activation token. Well, it's already uh, activatable. And then activate the superheroes. Okay, superheroes activate in any order on their turn. Each superhero can perform 3 actions. And the actions are move, open door, window, gain trait, power up, rescue bystander, interact with object, and attack. So I guess with the objective, we have that's considered interacting with object, right? Okay. So the thing here is we do have to open that door. Once that door is open, we're going to, looks like a couple of zombies are going to spawn over there, I believe. Yeah. And then we reveal bystander spawn. When the building is first open, spawn in its, yeah. And then how do we spawn? We spawn by just drawing that. Okay, this should be fun. And this is supposed to be 30 minutes. It's not going to be 30 minutes because I'm going to be like referring back and forth because we're trying, referring to the manual, that is, back and forth because we're trying to make sure that we're doing this right. Let's see. I just want to look at the spawn enemies. I think they actually cover that under revealing the map. Let me see here. Yeah, that's the tricky part sometimes going through the manual for these board games because they cover certain things like through like on different parts that you know, different section that you would think that certain sections cover certain things, but that's not the case. What is that? Open the door or window. Windows 16, so maybe they talk about it on page 16, but we'll see. No. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right, because this is going to happen very quickly. Okay, spawning in buildings. Opening a closed building for the first time reveals all the enemies and bystanders, okay? Enemies waiting in the building only spawn in zone marked with the exclamation mark. Draw and resolve 1 spawn card for each of these zones. Okay, cool. All right, so I think we're going to have Rogue go first because she is the most powerful X-Men between these 4, right? As long as she gets to touch you, I guess. Okay, let's see. Let me think about this. There is going to be a zombie spawning here after the heroes get to move here first round. So, well, she can potentially, what we can probably do with Rogue is open the door, reveal the zombies inside this room, inside the danger room, and then maybe she can get rid of one of them. So, let's see. What is her ability? Okay, so her mighty punches, that's her regular attack, is melee only, and then she rolls 2 dice, and she needs to roll a 3 and up. Okay. So first, oh, I do need these extra tokens. Okay. Let me find the right one. Do we have windows in this map? Do we? I don't think we have windows. We do have one door. Um, so why didn't I put like a? Because that door needs to be opened. Um, why didn't they ask you to set that up during setup? Because that door is not open. When you open the door, which token do you need to place? Okay, it's gonna be the red, I guess. It doesn't matter. Okay. But that's a window. Window is red, then door is like, okay, I see. That's a window. They didn't cover that really. Okay, let me see. So these are all doors. There's a blue door, but there's no, I don't see a brown door. Guess it doesn't really matter, huh? Okay. Why is there one blue door and then the rest of them like red? It must be for like a specific mission or something. And then these, oh, there are more red doors. Nothing but red doors. How many freaking red door tokens? I guess that's what we're gonna use. Okay. We don't have windows, so I don't have to worry about that because they also have the tokens for the windows. Okay, that's fine. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. So Rogue is going to open this door. So we're gonna replace that with a token that shows that this door has been opened. So like she basically just like punched the door. What is that? What that means? Why does she have to punch the door? It's not locked or anything, but okay. So since we opened the door, this is going to get revealed. I think we have to. I think we have to draw the zombies first. When that happens, let's make sure. Whoops. And now I have forgotten which page that was. Yeah. This part of the learning process is always fun. Spawning in buildings. Okay. Once all enemies have been spawned, reveal any bystander card inside the building. Okay. So we're gonna draw the first zombie here, and it's going to be a runner. So and since everyone is level 1, so we're just gonna draw one. So that's gonna be this one over here. Let me grab the miniature for that. There's a runner over there, and the second one is going to be, oh great, a brute, and it's a brute rush. spawned and activates. So that brute is going to attack immediately. So, how nice. Okay, so the brute is going to activate immediately. That means, let's see, brute I think has 2 actions, right? We are going to look. When a player draws an enemy rush card, the enemy placed by that card immediately perform an activation after being placed. And for the brute, the activation is what? I know there's a page that actually shows. Okay, action 1, toughness 2, XP reward 1. So just moving towards the hero. So this brute is gonna move over here. Okay, that's not bad. And then we're gonna reveal the because yeah, that brute is just gonna get destroyed. We're gonna reveal the bystander in this room, and that is, who's the bystander here? Khazar? Who the fuck is Khazar? From the Savage Lands or something, this character. Once during each enemy phase, if enemies move into your zone, you may spend 1 power to perform 1 melee attack. Okay, that's nice. So if you get this card. Okay. So we're gonna replace that with the miniature. See if I can find it. Oh, here's Khazar. Okay. So Khazar is over there. Okay, so yeah, we need like a small pip or something so that we know. Because each heroes I think have like 3 actions unless you have an ability that can extend that. So yeah, let me just grab something here. Just something that we can use to keep track of the number of actions that we've taken. So I'll use these. Yeah. So that was action 1 for Rogue. So now action 2, she is going to attack. I mean, it doesn't matter. One of these heroes is going to be able to attack this motherfucker. But we're going to level up Rogue first. So she wants that XP. Now the brute provides you with just what, 1 XP or 2. Let me see here. 1 XP, but it has a toughness of 2. Okay, so she's going to attack. Let me see if well, we don't have any. She also has a knockout punch that she can use with 1 power here. What is this thing called? Power thing. Power up. Gain 2 power. Okay. Is that what it's called? Power. Mana. Is it called mana in this case? No, it's not mana. Let's see. Power track. Gain power. I guess it's just called power. So she can use 1 power to do a knockout punch. All enemies suffer -1 toughness. Minimum of 1 against your mighty punches attacks. Once during your turn, you may perform 1. Oh, I should have used that actually. Well, I'm new to the game, so I'm not familiar with his abilities yet. But she can actually perform 1 free open door action if she uses knockout punch. But But that would have been wasted, I think, because we can use that just to open the door so they can get a free action. I don't know. So maybe it works out. So we're gonna go ahead and attack the brute. Do I want to use knockout punch? That's the question. She is gonna roll 2 dice, and she needs to get a roll of 3 or better. She should be okay. Should be okay. No, she's not. Not enough. So she's able to attack for 1, and then the damage doesn't carry over. You have to be able to kill with 1 attack. So in this case, the damage doesn't carry over. So she can attempt to attack the zombie again, but that's already her second action. I think we should try again because we not a lot of threats right now, so I think we're okay. We're just gonna try again. Yay! So 2 damage. So we are able to destroy that brute. So she gains 1 XP. This thing is hard to move. Okay, there we go. So she has 1 XP. Okay, so that's the end of her turn. So now we're gonna have Storm go in there. Okay. Let me read the abilities here for Storm. She has Lightning Bolt. It's a range attack, so she can attack from with a range of 1 space or 1 zone. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power and select a zone within range 1. Move all enemies in that zone into a zone adjacent to it. Okay, we really don't need to use that. So what she's going to do for her first action is she's going to move over here. Okay, and then now because she has that range attack, she can attempt to destroy that runner. I think the runner only has 1 HP, so she should be able to do this easily. Let me make sure. I think the runner and the regular zombie, they both have 1 HP, and then the hero zombie and the brutes actually have 2 HP. Oh no, the zombie hero actually, it depends on their toughness. Okay. So that's gonna be rough, huh? I mean, how are you going to? Oh, I guess you use your power to increase the number of die. Okay. Let's see. God damn it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, runner actually has 2 action, and toughness is just 1, and then XP reward is 1. So she should be able to destroy this this runner. So let's see. Range of 1, and then she rolls 2 dice. She needs to roll 3 or above, but she only needs to get 1 successful roll to be able to destroy that runner. And she got a double success, so she's able to use lightning bolt to destroy this runner, and she gets 1 XP. Oh, I need to make sure to flip this. Okay. So that's action number 2. Action number 3. Remember, you can't move diagonally, so which is kind of weird to me. There's no diagonal movement in this game, but 1, 2, 3. You know what? She's just gonna stay there because I think it would be a waste to keep going. Yeah, this tutorial mission should be pretty quick. She forgot her her miniature base. Okay, she's just gonna for her third action. Then I'm going to go ahead and power up. Is that what it's called? Yeah, power up. So she's going to gain 2 power points. Well, So, all right. So now we're gonna have Magneto. You know what? We'll have Mystique do it. So Magneto should just stay over there. Um, okay, so Mystique actually also has a range attack, adaptive weapon is what it's called. And she gets to roll 3 dice, but she needs to get 4 plus to be successful. Okay, and her basic ability is Shapeshift. At the end of your turn, if there are no enemies in your zone, you may spend 1 power. If you do, enemies ignore you during the next enemy phase. You know what? So I think, well, it doesn't matter right now because all the heroes are occupying that space. So I don't think we even need that. I think that should be used like when she's alone and there are zombies around. So she's gonna go ahead and 1, 2, 3. Now to rescue a bystander, that's considered an action. So she can go all the way over there to rescue the bystander. Yeah, and then everyone else just has to stay put. Okay, that's fine. So she's gonna go 1, 2, and then 3. So she's just gonna move for all 3 actions. So we don't even have to do that. Okay, so Magneto then is just gonna stay where he's at. Let me look at his basic ability, Crush. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to automatically eliminate 1 walker or runner, or 2 power to eliminate a brute in zone within range 1. What kind of OP fucking hero? Okay, that's cool. So then, for his first action, he is going to gain power. Oh, power up. So 1, 2. Second action, he's going to power up again. Let's just max this out. And then he's going to skip his third action. Okay. Now, before we continue, let me see here. That door is just going to open automatically once you get, or do you still have to open that locked door? Let me just see here. Is it explained in the mission? Okay, it can only be open once the green objective has been taken. So, so actually, you do have to spend an action. You have to spend an action to open that door. Okay, that's fine. We probably can use Rogue to do that because now she can use some knockout punch to be able to get the free action for that. Okay, so the hero phase is done. Now we're going to go into the enemy phase. So activate enemies, but we don't have any enemies available because we were able to destroy both of them. Each enemy activates and spend their actions on either an attack or a move, depending on the situation. Runners and zombie heroes perform 2 actions. Okay. Attack, move. Okay, where are the... Activate bystanders. Okay, so since we don't have any enemies, now the bystander is going to activate. After enemies activate, all bystanders move 1 zone towards the closest superhero, unless enemies are in their current or next zone. So he's not going to move. What's his name? Kal-El? No, that's Superman. Khazar. So Khazar is not going to move because he's right there with Mystique. So he's just going to stay put. Okay, now we get to spawn enemies. Starting from the first spawn point and going clockwise, draw and resolve 1 spawn card for each spawn point token. Read the line corresponding to the highest danger level among superheroes. Okay, so let's see. So they're gonna spawn. It's gonna spawn down in this hallway. So we're gonna spawn a. No, this is not a spawn. This is an overdrive. So nothing spawns. Then it's just gonna overdrive all brutes. Move all brutes up to 2 zones if possible. Any superheroes in the zone they enter lose all their power. Wow, that's actually kind of fucked up because we wasted the action points on getting Magneto all maxed out, and then that's just gonna take care of it. But I don't think, since there's no it doesn't say that I'm spawning anything. Let me just look at the explanation here. When a player draws an extra activation, no, isn't an extra activation, it's an overdrive. So where's the overdrive? There are a few special action cards in the spawn deck, like Overdrive, Multiple Man, Multiplication. Each one details its specific instructions when it is drawn. So this is supposed to just overdrive the brutes. We don't have brutes on the map, and it doesn't say that I'm supposed to spawn a brute. So they should have clarified this a little bit more, because it doesn't say I'm supposed to spawn anything. Because as you can see here, like if they want you to spawn something, it shows on the actual card. And depending on your highest level hero, oh, you know what? I was supposed to spawn 2 brutes. I missed that. So there were actually 2 brutes. Okay, that's gonna change something though. So I was supposed to spawn 2 brutes. So there's supposed to be 2 brutes down here. Dang. Well, I can still go back. I can still go back with this. So that happened during Rogue's turn. We can still go back and fix this mistake. For some reason I didn't even look. So we can definitely go back and fix this, because I want to make sure that we're gonna do a clean playthrough. So not a lot happened. So I can actually just reset Storm. Yeah, we're just gonna reset all of these. Let me see. We'll just reset these because we're just in round number 1. So she goes back over here. That's fine. So now I know I need to really look closely at the number and not just assume that because it's. I think the problem was because I drew the runner's card first, and then they were supposed to spawn 1 runner, and I made the assumption that it's the same with the brutes. So we have 2 brutes there, right? And then it's a brood rush. So the brood would be summoned, and then they rush towards the hero. So both of them would have been here. Now, Rogue was not able to kill. Was unsuccessful during the first attack, but was successful during the second attack. So that's where we're gonna go back to. So, and then with the second attack for Rogue, that was her 3rd action, because the first action was to open the door, second action was to attack the brute, 3rd action was to attack the brute again. Okay, that's fine. So Rogue is deactivated for she completed her 3 actions. So now we're gonna go to Storm. Okay, Storm is gonna do the same thing here. Well, that means that the runner is still not dead. Okay, that's fine. So Rogue is going to and then we'll just keep this. We'll just keep that. So Storm is going to attack the brute. All she needs to do is just attack for 2. So we need a double success to make this work, or we can actually just let me see here. Her gust ability doesn't do damage; it just pushes the enemy away from her space. So she is going to, you know what? We're gonna spend. Let's do this to make sure that we're successful. The first action for Storm, I'm going to power up. So I'm gonna gain 2 power. And then second action for Storm, she's going to attack, and she's going to use 2 power to power up her lightning bolt. Because you can do that, I believe. Let me see here. So you can actually use power to add dice to your attack roll. Let me just double check just to make sure, because I remember that clearly. Let me see here. Gain trait, attack, page 23. Okay. such as spending power. See next page. Superhero draw power within themselves to accomplish amazing feats. How much power should increase by 1? To gain 2. Any superhero can only have 4 power at most. Many skill and traits require. Each time superhero performs an attack, before rolling dice, they may decide to spend any amount of power they possess to add that many dice to their attack. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 powers, 2 power points to add 2 additional dice for the lightning bolt attack. So that way we can make sure, you're going to see that I'm going to fail this. She needs to get 3 or higher for the attack to be successful. Okay, 4, 3, 3. What is this zombie biting thing? Oh, yeah, what is a zombie bite? I haven't seen that. I think that's probably for the zombie mode. What is a zombie bite face? What does that mean? I don't remember seeing it being explained. So, yeah, I don't think it's here. And all of them has the zombie bite? Yeah, they all have the zombie bite. What does that mean? Zombie bite. What is the zombie bite? Is it super crit? They do not have an explanation for this zombie bite die face. At least I don't remember seeing it, because that would have been very prominent, very significant. Okay, we can always just check real quick. Zombicide. Oh, Marvel Zombies. What is the zombie bite face? Now it thinks I'm asking about the Marvel Zombies. Oh, zombies attack roll. If a zombie rolls a 1, it can consume a bystander, which is a crucial mechanic. So it doesn't apply for heroes. So when we roll that, nothing happens. Oh, if in hero mode the rules are reversed and the heroes are the one who must defeat the zombies. Okay, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I just want to know about the actual face value of that. What does that mean? There's no explanation for this. Oh, some fan mislabeled the 1 face as a bite because of the art style. Is that supposed to be 1? Probably. It is a 1. Okay, it's 1, but it looks like a zombie bite. But I guess the value is 1. And I think that if you play zombie mode, you can consume using this, supposedly. But this is supposed to be the 1. It's supposed to be value 1. Okay, that's fine. But she was successful, though. She got a 4, a 3, and a 3. So that's 3 damage. So she is able to destroy this guy. So they both get the same 1 HP. So that's fine. Okay. So that's her second. That's her second action. First action was power up. Second action is attacking, and then third action, I think she's just gonna stay here. Because yeah, like I said, no, we don't have to send everybody to go get this freaking code because the zombie is going to spawn down here, but it's not going to spawn anyway because the next draw is going to be that overdrive. We're just going to keep that. We just want to fix the issue that we had at the beginning of the game. So and now Mystique is gonna go in there and fight the runner. So Mystique is gonna move over here. So that's her first action. Oh no, we're not done with Storm yet though. Yeah, Storm is for her third action. She's gonna do another power up. So she gets 2 more power points. Okay, so now Mystique is gonna move over here for her first action. Second action is she's going to do a range attack on this runner over here. So for her attack, she uses 3 dice and she needs to get 3 or more. We just need to have 1 success. So, hey Leon, how are you? Go Storm. Okay, so let's see. Should we use a PowerPoint? No, I think she should be able to hit this runner. So wow, double success. Okay. So she's able to kill this runner and she gets 1 XP. Very nice. And that's her second action. So her third action is she's going to move over here. And she's going to take care of the override code. So Magneto for his action, 3 actions, he's just gonna stay here and he's going to power up. So he's gonna power up twice. So his power level is now at a 4, which is the max. And he's just gonna skip his third action. So that's done. And that's so now we're back to where we were at. So we're going to activate, we're going to draw a zombie card. It's going to be an overdrive for brutes, but we don't have any more brutes on the map. So we don't have a zombie spawn. And then the bystander is going to move towards the closest hero. In this case, it is Mystique. So Khazar is going to move over to Mystique here. Okay. Storm and Gambit best mutants? Fuck Gambit. I don't know what Rogue sees in Gambit. Anyway. Rogue is my favorite though. I don't understand that romance. But anyway. Just because I don't think Gambit is cute, that's all. I like that one episode when they actually kiss in like the old X-Men series, animated series, where they actually kissed and then he fainted or whatever, because she was sucking on that thing. All right, so let's see, anything I missed? No. Okay, so end phase, perform any effects indicated to take place during the end phase. What were the effects that can happen during the end phase? Let me just make sure that we didn't miss anything. Yeah, my favorite mutants. Gambit is so hot. Does Gambit have a goatee? Let's see, because that will explain everything. He doesn't have a goatee. Okay, good. Because, yeah, that would have been extra disgusting. Yeah, I just don't... I think because... I think the problem with Gambit is... I know that a lot of people find... like French accent sexy. I don't. I don't find French accent sexy at all. It's like I think the sexiest for me is German accent, but that's because I used I used to have a one of my film professors was German, so and I thought he was hot. That's probably where it came from. I thought it was so hot, but anyway. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, end phase. Let me just check to see that we didn't miss anything for the end phase. Enemy phase. Where's the end phase? They didn't say anything about the end phase. Oh, in case there's like an effect, I think it would specifically say something that would happen during the end phase, I believe. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Now is the end phase when the game is over or the end of a player phase if one of your heroes actually down to 0? Let me see here. Reading an ID card. Stairs. Just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. And where's the part about getting attacked or running out of HP? I also need to know that. During the next end phase. Okay, so you do have to go through everything else before the game is over. Okay, perform any effects indicated to take place during the end phase. If any superheroes are eliminated, the players lose. Otherwise, start a new round. Okay, sounds good. So it was actually right there. Sometimes he's drawn with stubble. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, like I said, it's the French accent. It's not very hot. I think he looks a little feminine because he's very thin. I think that's also the reason why I'm not very attracted to him. And of course, Cyclops. I don't know who would be attracted to Cyclops because he's such an ass. Wolverine is a little too hairy. Let me think. In regards to the X-Men, Cyclops is annoying. Yeah, Cyclops reminds me of Markiplier. Kind of hot, like first impression, and after that you're just like, no. Okay, and those red eyes and his charming ways. Yeah. He's just French. Well, anyway, and he can cook. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we can choose. Actually, we can pick and choose who gets to go first, which is pretty cool. So we're not stuck with a certain sequence when it comes to the heroes. So the next round, we're gonna have Mystique actually move first. So she's gonna activate first. First thing she's going to do is rescue the bystander. So that's gonna be her first action. So she's gonna get this card. And then this Khazar's ability. Once during each enemy phase, if enemies move into your zone, you may spend 1 power to perform 1 melee attack. That's actually pretty cool. Because as long as we keep her... Oh, and then at the beginning of the round, I forgot, everybody gets 1 power point. Magneto is already at max, so Mystique goes to 2 here. Okay. And I already moved everybody's up. Okay, so Khazar is now with Mystique. I guess we keep we just keep the miniature with Mystique. Okay, so that's action 1. Action 2, she's going to move here to this zone. And then action 3 is she's going to interact with the objective. In this case, that's the override code. So now we can open this door. Okay, so now she's done. So that's her. Oh no, that's her second. Oh no, that's her third. Because the first action was rescuing Khazar. Second action was moving to this space. Third action is getting the override code. Okay, so she's done. Okay, so now we can. I think I want to activate Rogue next. Okay, so Rogue is going to open this door. Okay, so once this door is open, we get to spawn zombies. So first spawn is going to be, oh no, it's also a walker rush. So spawn then activate. So, oh my god, 6 freaking walkers. And that's going to be this one. We're not going to put them over here, so we get to choose. They're going to... The walk is going to be over here. Okay, so we're going to spawn 6 walkers. God damn. Gonna grab another one. Okay, spawn 6 walkers. Cyclops is annoying. He makes you depressed. Why are you depressed? Why are you depressed by Cyclops? He's not worth anybody's time. Okay, so let's so they're gonna activate. So they're gonna go. We'll have them move this way because they have to get. They're gonna move towards the heroes. Oh no, because 1, 2, 1, 2. So I guess. Don't they split up? I think. Well, that's only. Let me see here. How does that work? I think if there are 2 ways to get to an objective, they split up, I believe. Let me just make sure when they start to split up. Okay. Yeah, they split up. They don't all move together. They actually split up in equal numbers towards if there are more than one way to get to where they need to go. So in this case, you have 1, 2, 1, 2 to get to where the heroes are at. So 3 of them will be right here. We'll move over here, and then the other 3 will move over here. Okay, so this bystander is going to be in trouble, so we need to be able to get to him as quickly as possible. Okay, but we're not done yet. So that was the spawn for this exclamation mark. So now we have to do another spawn for that one. Oh my god. 4 more walkers, but these don't activate immediately. So we get 4 more walkers. So we got 4 more over here. Dang. Gets crazy all of a sudden. Okay. The role of field leader half of the time of the X-Men and the way he be acting really bothers you. He lets that hairy ho Logan steal his girl. What? Because Jean is all. The problem is not Logan. The problem is Jean. You know that, right? Jean is the problem. When it comes to that love triangle, Jean is the problem. If Cyclops was a man, he never have to compete. Well, why wouldn't Jean just leave him and go with Logan? I blame Jean in the whole fucking love triangle. But anyway, she's just she doesn't know what she wants. That's the problem. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then now we have to spawn and this is oh yeah, this is not even the oh, we still have heroes that can act. Okay, which is fine. And this is just her first action, Rogue's first action, which is okay, which is also fine. So now we're going to spawn the bystander, and it's going to be Mariko Yoshida. Look at her holding that freaking samurai sword. So when performing melee attacks, you may automatically eliminate one additional walker in your zone. So that's nice. Okay, so let me get her miniature. Okay, so she's gonna be over here. We need to get to her ASAP. Okay, because I think whenever a bystander, even if a bystander is, when a bystander is just killed for whatever reason, we all lose power, right? Yeah, so it also makes us lose one power, and then we also lose a heroic trait. I forgot that. So I've been wasting some of my actions here because I should have like with Magneto after he levels up twice, he should have grabbed a heroic trait. So I totally forgot about that. So I should be gaining traits. So um, let me see. And then when we gain trait, we just grab one, right? So we can only grab one at a time, if I am not mistaken. Let me see here. Let's make sure. You like okay, hold on. Okay, this is some juicy shit. Logan does not sleep with everyone. What are you talking about? Um, Cyclops is wimpy. Jean says, "Oh no, this I wear my sunglasses at night. Boy, doesn't compare this to old centuries old man beast." I like Cyclops more than Wolverine. Why do you like Cyclops more than Wolverine? This I need to know. Cyclops is not a likable character. All right, let's see. I mean, I'm not to say that Wolverine is like he ain't perfect, you know, either. But Cyclops got issues. It's more so deals with how they treat Wolverine in media. What do you mean how they treat Wolverine in media? Okay, you need to explain yourself. You mean that they're putting because Wolverine is like they're putting too much focus on Wolverine. That's you're talking about the movies? That's because I don't know why they make a lot of those Wolverine movies. You know how I feel about those movie versions of the X-Men franchise. I think they're all shit. I think they're all shit. I don't keep up with the comic books though. The ones that I've read, I don't think they ever put like much emphasis on, they have like stories about specific member of the X-Men. I remember one of my favorite X-Men's comic books was the one where Xavier, um, that space girlfriend that he has. I forgot her name. That was a pretty good story where Leandri, I think is her name. That space girlfriend wearing silver armor. That was really nice, and that focuses on Xavier. So yeah, I never, yeah, that the whole thing. I think with the Wolverine thing because they think that it's a cool character, but I think that's more of a problem with they're trying to sell. I mean, they're trying to sell the movie, and they think that that would be the one that people would want to go watch. I think all the X-Men movies are shit. So they're shit. They're all shit, unfortunately. Especially the part like when they first made the movie and then they made Rogue into this wimpy character who wants to be a regular fucking person, and then she took the fucking shot to become a regular person. I was like, okay. And then Halle Berry zapping Toad, that whole scene was 100% horrible. So the last cartoon we got put him in the background, which was good. Yeah, I don't think they ever put like I haven't watched like the whole latest cartoon, the X-Men 97 or whatever it's called. I haven't had the chance to sit down and really watch it because I used to watch the old series, which I thought was great. I don't know why the movies were not just based off the cartoon series, the original one. So and I thought they were pretty good with the how they spread the story. So it never really focused on Wolverine, never really focused on anybody. I mean, it's all spread out. The problem is Hollywood thinks that, oh, it's Wolverine, it's cool. Oh, he got fucking claws. Oh yeah, he can stab people. Oh, and he's hairy. And we can have a sexy guy play him. Yeah, we can definitely sell this shit. Even though all these stories are like really poop. Like all of those X-Men movies are so horribly disappointing to me. The one that's closest to being good was the one where the um the one where they're at the temple trying to fend off against the Sentinels coming in, and then Kitty was helping them. I don't know why it was Kitty who was helping Wolverine to get back to the past. I thought they were using a time machine in the original story or something. That part was kind of weird to me, but that was the closest to me at being an okay movie. Everything else to me is shit, complete shit. And Wolverine has slept with more than four hands. Well, I mean, here's the thing though that I think throughout his storyline, I think in the comic books he has like a relationship with a couple of people. I think right with the Japanese girl and then with Jean. But you have to think of it this way, like I mean, sometimes in life you have to have a relationship with a lot of different people to find like the one. It's not like he's sleeping with all four of them at the same time and then like lying to them. I mean, that would have been different. But if he's pursuing relationships in different situations at different times, there's nothing wrong with that. Haley's okay. I'm done with you. I cannot believe that you think that scene was good. I'm sorry. It was the worst. It was the worst. You better be joking because that was the worst. Halle Berry as Storm was. I can't even. Yeah. Mm-mm. That was horrid. That movie was horrid. And she never got better at Storm. Horrible. It's totally horrible. But I'm not. I guess I'm not the person that those movies are marketed towards. Apparently. But anyway, where were we? Okay. Let's see. So we spawn everything. Okay, we just spawn the bystander. I was looking for something. Oh yeah, I was looking to see what's gonna happen if the bystander gets killed. Okay, that's fine. And then I was talking about not using gain trait and not wasting my round. I should have gotten a heroic trait. Okay, so Rogue can still take action. She has two more actions this round. So she can only do melee attacks though. That's the problem. If she moves towards, if she moves in that room, but oh no, but we have two more heroes after her. So I think the only problem here, I think for us, we need to make sure that this what's the name, Mariko is not gonna get killed. I think we can move to a couple of spaces without the zombies blocking us, though, right? Let me just make sure. When it comes to moving, I think you can move past zombies. They don't block you, I believe. Let me just check. Oh no, they do. A hero must spend one additional action per enemy standing in the zone they're attempting to leave. So if she goes in here, she's basically just will be stuck fighting those zombies. Um, hmm. Okay, and then how do we split up? I think you split up the damage by. Enemies are eliminated when their assigned number of hits equal to the toughness value. Remember that walkers and runners have a toughness of value of 1, brutes have a toughness of 2, and zombie heroes have their toughness listed on their card. Enemies are only eliminated when they're assigned enough hits to equal the toughness during a single attack action. If, if not enough hits are rolled to eliminate them, the assigned hits do not carry over. It's all or nothing for each attack. So one attack, you can only attack one at a time. So every time you attack, because I remember, where is it that I remember reading that you can split up the attack? I think you can split up the damage that you get from the zombies, but I guess when it comes to the attacks, you can only attack one at a time. That's kind of rough because, like, Rogue can go in there and she can only attack one, so that will leave like three zombies in that space. And those three zombies will attack her next round. I mean, during the enemy phase. And then the other zombies. So this bystander is pretty much dead, I think. Um, yeah, because she's surrounded by the zombies. It's just unfortunate that we get the rush card there. So I think she's basically dead. Um, so I'm just trying to see. Yeah, you cannot split up the damage. That's the problem, I believe, here. Unless you have an ability. One free move, ignoring enemies. Oh, and well, look at Mystique. She has hit and run. She can actually go in and then kill a zombie and then run away. That's that is level 3 though. She needs to get to the orange. So All right, let's see. I can't find my favorite Halle Berry hero movie scene in Catwoman where she asked intimidating men if they were afraid of a little black pussy. I have never seen Catwoman. I heard it's pretty horrible. I don't know why they cast Halle Berry for that role. Well, I know why. They think they can make money out of that, but I think it's a miscast. But I heard that the movie is pretty bad. I watched her latest movie, which was the one with the rope, where she's in the cottage in the woods with her two kids. That weird ass movie. She produced it apparently. It's not that good. It was interesting at the beginning, but then I think it was an okay movie. It was watchable at least, but it's better than the lady in the front yard. I think you said you liked that movie. There, it's pretty bad, but in a funny way. Yeah, I'll probably watch it one of these days because I heard that it's just so bad. It's just a fun movie to watch. I'm sure just to laugh at it. Um, let me just get a clarification here on attacking. So I think if you have enough hits, because the way that they explain this, because the example that they have here, Magneto performs range attacks using his shrapnel. Um, and the first roll is 6, 5, and 4, which is 3 hits, following the target priority order, because they have 2 brutes there. 2 hits are needed to eliminate the first brute, and the last hit just bounces off the second brute. The way that they explain that, it means that as long as you have damage still, it can be applied. As long as there's enough, then you can kill the zombies. So I guess um, scoring 2 hits, the remaining brute still requires 2 hits, so they're scoring 2 hits. The remaining brute still requires 2 hit limits, so the runner remains unharmed. Okay, yeah, so you can. Because the way that they explain this, they're saying that the next target is unharmed or not enough to kill the next target. Okay, so that's good at least. So you don't have to roll per attack for just one enemy. Okay, so that changes things here a little bit. I'm not as panicked as I was earlier. So I think we can. She can't really use knockout punch because her knockout punch ability reduces the toughness by 1, but these are all just runners, so they're already not runners but walkers, so they're already at 1, which is the minimum toughness. So she can't use that ability. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move her in there, and then she's going to attack, and then let's see how many zombies we can kill. So for her second action, for Rogue's second action, she's going to move into this room with the 4 zombies, and she is going to do her mighty punches. And we're going to spend 2 points. Let's just go ahead and spend 2 points to get 2 more dice. So 1, 2. Because she normally rolls 2. She needs to get 3 plus for it to be a success. So then we are rolling 4 dice. Wow, so 3 successes here and 1 fail. Okay, so she's able to kill 3 zombies. That's good enough for me. So 1, 2, 3. So she's able to kill 3 zombies. She gets 3 XP. So now she is 1, 2, 3 at 4 XP. Move. Okay. So she's at 4 XP, and then now we're going to move Storm. Okay, she's done. Yeah, I saw you streaming that Demio game. I have a version of that game, and then I took it off my wish list, the version that you have. But then I went back there, and it looks like they made some changes because before it wasn't solo friendly. I know you were playing with Fifi, but the game used to be like not solo friendly because you can't level up all the characters, but then they made that change to accommodate solo players finally, so I put it back on my wish list. Did you enjoy playing that game? All right, let's see. So for Storm's first action, she's going to move over here. Second action, she is going to let's try and eliminate these guys here because we want to make sure that the bystander is not going to get killed. Storm is at max max power level, and she normally rolls 2, and she needs to get 3 and above, and she can do a range attack, so she can attack this way. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to add, just to increase the chances of success for us, I'm going to use 3 power levels, so 1, 2, 3, and I will add 3 dice on top of her 2. So we're going to do a lightning bolt attack. So we're going to roll 5 dice. Okay. It's pretty fun. Nice. Yeah, I'm waiting for that to drop in price. Yeah, I have like the one version of the game, and I guess they're making like a more the other one didn't really have a story to it. It's just like a dungeon crawler. I think this is a little bit more campaignish, right? So, but yeah, now that they made it solo friendly, I do want to get that game. Unless you want to get the game for me. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 3 actually. So she has 4 successes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's able to now lightning bolt. Now what does that mean? If do I have to target only one zone, or can I also kill the person who is in the space with me? So I guess that would be my next question. I think you can only target a zone, but I am not sure. Let's check attack here. Okay. Each enemy in the same zone is a superhero or bystander spends their action to perform an attack. An attack is always successful. Oh no, that's the enemy phase. Ooh, let's see. I was like, yeah, that explanation doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Player phase. Attack. Okay, page 23. Are you gonna stream some more tonight? You have any plans for more streaming action? Yeah, I haven't played anything all day long. I've been busy doing other things or running around, finishing up some Christmas stuff. So yeah, that's why I couldn't really hang out over in your channel because I was like, okay, I gotta play something because I haven't played all day. All right, let's see. So you do have to target a zone. Okay, to resolve an attack, select one zone within range. You can use a range attack. So you can't target 2 zones at a time. So Storm is able to kill these 3 though with because we have 4 successful attacks. So she's able to kill those three. So she gets three XP. So now she is up to 4 also, tied with Rogue, and that's her second action. First action was going to the space. Second action was eliminating those guys. Third action, I think we're going to go ahead and try to eliminate these guys. So let's do that. So for third action, we're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and boost her attack again by 1. So she normally rolls 2 dice. So now she's going to roll 3. We're going to do a lightning bolt attack against these 3 zombies. And she got 2 success. So she's able to eliminate 2. And now she is up to 6 XP. Okay. Cool. Alright, so now she's done. So we only have Magneto left. So Magneto, he's going to move. I think what Magneto should do is go ahead and save this bystander. Because those two, they should be able to mitigate the damage here. I'm going to take just 1 damage. But the funny thing is they only have 4 HP. So hold on, let's think about this. We don't have to rush to get to that bystander. So I think with Magneto, he should move here for first action. Second action, he's going to attack this zombie. He normally rolls 3 and he needs to get 4 and above to get a successful attack of his shrapnel. You work until 2:30. You'll be cooking when you wake up. Oh, you mean today you worked until 2:30? Okay. I thought you're talking about tomorrow that you'll be working out working. Oh, I thought you're talking about tomorrow. Yeah, that you work until 2:30. I was like, what? Let's see. Yeah, I have to wake up really early tomorrow too. I have to wake up tomorrow around 4 a.m. because I have to set up treatment downstairs. All right, let's see. So I'm going to attempt to attack this zombie with shrapnel, and it was a success because he needs to get 4 and above. He has 1 success, so he's able to get rid of this guy, and he gets 1 XP. Yeah, this tutorial level is pretty easy, but even though I was panicking a little bit because of all the zombies showing up, but it's not bad. Okay, his third action is going to attempt to kill that zombie. He does have a 1 range with his attack, shrapnel attack, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I should have boosted it. Okay, so that one is a fail, so he cannot, this zombie was managed to dodge all the shrapnel from Magneto. Okay, so everyone's done with their action phase. So now we're gonna go into the enemy phase. So, all right. Yeah, funny. A zombie was able to avoid Magneto's shrapnel. Okay, let's see. So activate the enemies. So with the walker, they only have 1 action per activation. They need to put that in the back there so I don't have to keep referring. Well, I'm gonna remember this pretty soon. So yeah, walkers only have 1 action, have 1 toughness and XP reward of 1. Okay, so for the for his action, he's gonna move towards the closest bystander or hero, and in this case, the heroes are the closest. So he's gonna walk towards his death. So he's gonna move over there with the 3 heroes waiting to fuck him up. Okay, and then we activate the bystander. That bystander is already. Oh, and then now she is going to move over here. Okay, cool. So it'll be easy for us to rescue her next turn. Okay, but now we're gonna spawn enemies. So, oh, and let's not forget, after you have retrieved the this, which was just this turn, the second turn here, or second round. Now this activates. So now the zombie is also gonna spawn from over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn down here first. And the highest level hero is still level 1, so we're gonna spawn two runners. I need to get another miniature, so okay. So we got two runners, and then we're gonna spawn the additional spawn at the top here, and then we get additional one runner. So a total of 3 runners here. Okay, and that is it. Let's see. End phase. Any heroes eliminated? Nope. Is there any end phase actions? Nope. Okay, so we're good. So now we're gonna go into the next round. Everyone gets to activate. Gain 1 power. Okay. And we're almost done here. This is just a tutorial level. So we're almost done. But see, it's an hour and a half, but we were talking a lot. So I mean this tutorial mission was supposed to last 30 minutes supposedly in the manual, but anyway. So we're gonna start with Rogue. So Rogue is going to rescue the bystander. So she's going to rescue Mariko Yoshida. And what is that icon? I know they say some bystanders have like a special thing. Oh, yeah, combat bystander. Yeah, combat bystander. They can try to mitigate an attack. If they get attack, actually, they would roll 1 die, and if they get 5 plus, 5 or 6, they prevent that wound. So that's pretty cool. So both of them actually have that, but now that they've been rescued, they of course can't use that. Okay. So Moriko's ability is when performing melee attacks, you may automatically eliminate 1 additional zombie in your zone. So then what we should do is move Rogue into this space here to try and clear these guys. Even though I think Mystique should be able to get that done. Oh no, you know what? And then the problem is there's also a there's also a zombie here. If we try to leave a space with a zombie inside, we have to spend an additional action. I don't want to do that. So let's kill off that zombie, I guess. Let me see here. Yeah, 1 additional action per enemy standing in the zone. Okay, that's not cool. Okay, let's fuck that guy up. So second action is going to be eliminating that zombie. She rolls 2 dice. That's a 4. 5. No, well, we'll just re-roll it because it's not good. Okay, so double success anyway. So this guy is dead. So now she is 5 XP. And then for her third action, she's just, yeah, well, let's just escape. So she's going to move over here. And she's going to escape. Fuck you guys, I'm gone. Yeah, once you get to the exit, I think it's a free action, right? Let me make sure for this mission. Yeah, escape via the exit with all superheroes. Any superhero may leave through the zone for free at the end of their turn as long as there are no enemies in it. So yeah. And like I said, Mystique should be able to get rid of those guys, but we'll leave one of these guys behind just in case. Okay, so so she is done, and Rogue is out of here. So Rogue is already in the jet. So we'll leave Magneto behind because it's Mystique anyway. So um, Storm is going to move into this space, and she is going to board the twin jet. Is that what it's called? A twin jet, right? X jet. The X jet. Okay. Magneto. Let me see. It's not Windows. I just want to make sure that he's able to attack these guys. Okay. So yeah, he basically can do a range attack because this hallway, actually, he can see from over here. Line of sight is going this way. It is an opening. So he can actually do a shrapnel attack. Um, so let's boost that. So we're going to boost it by, let's see, he rolls 3. Let's boost it by 3. Make sure that we're able to kill all of them. So 1, 2, 3. So he rolls 6. Oh, fuck. I'm really lucky with my rolls actually in this game, and I'm not lucky at all in Final Girl, which is kind of funny. It's like they're all successes. That is crazy. 4s and 5s and 1 6, 2 5s, 3 4s. Crazy. So he gets 3 XP. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And do you reset? I guess you can reset the level, or you can just continue, right? Do you reset level after every mission? I don't think they even talk about this. Okay, yeah. Okay. I think Final Girl was meant to make you pull your hair out. Yeah, Final Girl is really fun. Okay. So he was able to kill everybody. That's his first action. Okay, second action, he's going to. I mean, it doesn't even matter. We're almost done with this mission. It's a tutorial mission. It's supposed to be just real quick and easy, but let's play around with this. So his second action is going to gain a trait, and he got agile. So discard when enemies enter your zone. Immediately move one zone, ignoring enemies. Oh, that's cool. Okay, and then for his last action, we're gonna go ahead and grab another heroic trait. Just want to see these. Courageous. Discard during your turn and spend any amount of power. Heal the same amount of your wounds. Okay, this one is very helpful. Nice. Okay. And then now it is Mystique's turn. So she is going to move 1, 2, 3. Slowly heading towards the exit. Okay, so we're not done yet. Okay, no enemies on the board. But now it's the we get to activate. I mean, spawn enemies. So we're gonna spawn this one first down here, and one brute. Oh, it's a brute rush. So the brute is going to activate immediately. So the brute is going to attack Mystique. Where's the brute? There you go. Okay, and the brute attacks for what? 1 damage. I believe it's just 1 damage, right? Yeah, they all attack for 1 damage, I believe. It's fine. Action 1, toughness 2. Okay, so because it's in the same space, so it's going to attack Mystique. We don't have to sacrifice Khazar. So Mystique is going to take 1 damage. Okay. And then we're going to spawn... Oh. More zombies are coming. Oh, shit. Okay, at least it's not a rush. But now 3 runners are going to show up. From over here. See, this is why we were smart enough to leave Magneto out behind to help out. Okay, and then that's the end of the enemy phase. So now we're going to play Magneto first. Where everybody gets 1 power. Well, actually, let's see. Oh, and saving bystander doesn't give you XP, right? You just save the bystander. That's it. You get the ability. Yeah, rescuing a bystander typically does not award any experience, but some missions might modify this. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Khazar, once during each phase, if an enemy move into your zone, you may spend 1 during each enemy phase. Okay, so that... oh, I could have used 1 power actually earlier to perform 1 melee attack. So I could have actually eliminated one of the runners. So you always have to remember to look at everything. So yeah, we could have eliminated 1 already using Khazar's ability, but it's too late now. Oh, we can say that we did that, but it's fine. We should be able to take care of this pretty easily. She attacks with 3 dice, and she has to get 4 or higher. So let's just go ahead and use all of her powers. Okay, so she's going to use 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, just so that we can be totally successful in this. So 3 plus, dang, so 7 total. And she needs to get 4 more, so 1. Okay, that's a really unlucky roll. So she only has 1 success so far, but there's 1 more. 7 total. Yeah, 1 success out of 7 dice. That's crazy. Okay, so she's able to eliminate 1. But that's just her first action. Second action, she's going to attack again, but she is out of power, so we're just gonna do a regular roll. Oh, this should be pretty easy. Okay. Wow. Again, just 1. Oh, and then she gains 2 XP for killing those 2, and then her final action is she's going to attack again. And she's not able to kill anybody. Okay, Mystique is horrible. All right. So she's done. Okay, well, Magneto is gonna take care of business. So, oh, I forgot that Magneto has Crush. So that's his basic ability is Crush. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to automatically eliminate 1 walker or runner, or 2 to eliminate a brute. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use 2 to eliminate this brute right here. And it has a range of 1. So he's able to do it here for this hallway. So here we go. Now the only thing that I noticed here that I may have missed, this hallway is just a hallway. What this is not okay, because if it's a zone, you will have the dashes, I believe. Let's just make sure. They always have the dashes for the zones, I believe. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Because I sure hope that I didn't mess that up. I think that's considered a separate zone. We may have to do this tutorial again. Yeah, I think I may have messed that up. But why would that... Hold on. And I'm only saying that because I'm looking at this... example. And they consider, I think, that green. Whenever there's a line, I guess you have to be very careful. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a dash, but it will be what they call it. They call it something line. But I think even if we put that into consideration, this is a particularly easy mission, but I think I'm going to redo it after we're done here, of course. Yeah, because maybe that's why they have... Well, no, because that could happen within the same zone, I suppose. But I think this is supposed to separate the 2 zones. See, I just wish that they are more consistent with the way that they separate zones. Like, I know they're trying to make it visually appealing. You know, like for this area, it's like a purple freaking line. Over here, it's like a blue line or whatever. But there's got to be a more consistent way of doing that so that's less confusing. But I think those 2 are supposed to be separate zones. And even in the mission, I think they should have maybe specify it. Yeah, because that would have changed. It would change up the game a little bit, because then it would take us an additional action to get to where we needed to go from the starting point. So, but like I said, this is a particularly easy mission anyway. But we'll redo it. I mean, it's fun, so I don't mind redoing it. But let's just finish up even with that mistake. let's just finish up. What is that line called? There's and then of course, when you're trying to get to a particular rule, sometimes it's hard to find that again. Basics, interior zones. Large room zone. Linear marking is what they call it. Zone is area between, okay, but the exterior zone, a zone is area between linear markings or linear markings and the board's edge and the walls of buildings. In interior location, a zone is either a room delimited by walls or areas between linear markings. See, when they say linear markings, it's like it just needed some consistency. I think what they should have done, even if they want to do like different colors, they should have what they should have done is like have a consistent characteristics, like for example the dashes, like here black line with blue dashes. They could have made this like a green line with or a black line with green dashes. Why can't they just make that consistent? So there's some questionable design elements here. But I think these two are supposed to be two separate zones. Looking at it now and looking at some of the examples in the manual. But like I said, we're just going to finish up and just move on. Okay, so Magneto is going to... so technically Magneto wouldn't have been able to do that to the fatty. They're usually called fatties in the other version, I believe. Okay. But it's okay. So that's the first action. Second action is he's going to try and kill those two using shrapnel. So 3 dice. 2 successes. So he is able to get rid of those 2. And third action is he's going to move here. Oh no, should we move now? Because you know what? You have more zombies coming in. So I think Mystique is stuck, so she might be dead. We'll see. Oh, where's the guy? And I forgot that this guy's not a zombie, so I have to remember that too. That's the I might have mistaken him for a zombie, but it's okay. Magneto can do whatever he wants. Yeah, Magneto. Yeah, I like Magneto as a mutant, but I don't find him particularly attractive. Yeah, I don't have he doesn't have sexual magnetism. He only has like regular magnetism. Okay, that's his second action, right? So third action, he's going to power up. Oh, yeah, power up, gain 2. Okay, that's done. So now we're going to spawn enemies again. So we're gonna spawn down there. But that also means that, okay, we're gonna follow that now. 2 walkers over here. Okay, and we consider this a separate zone now. And we're gonna redo this tutorial in the next session, and it should be faster too for us. Okay, and then we're gonna spawn zombies up here. Oh shit, it's this hero zombie. Oh yeah, I think we're not gonna win this, even with all the fuck up that we did with the zoning. I think Mystique is in trouble. Okay, so let's see which hero zombie is gonna show up, and it is Sabretooth. So it says if his zone is attacked by a superhero in his zone, but Sabretooth is not eliminated, the attacker suffers 1 wound. Wow. Okay. So we'll Put that over there to remind us of his ability. Let me grab his miniature. Here's a saber tooth. It's pretty cool. Oh. All right. Okay, and Sabertooth has 4 HP. uh, yeah, I think this mission is over. Even if one hero dies, the game is over. So okay, so I guess it's up to Magneto to destroy Sabretooth. He should be able to do it though. Let me see here. Okay, so he's going to use. Okay, it's the beginning of a new round for the hero. So we're gonna reactivate her. She gets 1 power back. Magneto gets another power. You gain 1 power per turn. So we get 3. He has 3. He attacks with 3 dice. So yeah, let's use 3. 1, 2, 3. We should be able to kill Sabretooth, I think. I mean, Magneto's been lucky so far, so let's hope that that's going to be the case. We're using 6 dice. We need 4 and above to score a hit point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's able to use shrapnel on Sabretooth and he's dead. Okay, so that's great. I think for killing a hero, you get 2 XP. Oh no, equal to the toughness. So he gets 4 XP for doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now he has access to an additional action. Okay, so that was just action 1. So he has 3 more actions. So action 2. So yeah, we can finish the game. So action 2, he's just gonna move to the exit and leaves. And then now it is Mystique's turn, and she's just gonna action 1, move over here. Action 2, move to the exit, and she's gonna leave. So we won the tutorial mission, but we made a mistake when it comes to the zoning. So I will redo this mission next session. Apparently these are 2 separate zones. I thought that was just Xavier just being fancy with that hallway and just painted it green for some reason. Painted that green horizontal line just for fun. But this is, I think, considered. It's considered. Yeah, they need to be consistent with this. I mean, they should have add dashes there. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. But I think that is a what do they call it? They call it linear markings. Make it consistent so visually we understand what it is, you know? So, but yeah, I'll redo the mission. I really like Rogue, well, of course, you know, because she's my gal. So we'll stick with Rogue. I think Magneto is pretty powerful. He gained access this basic ability of his. His lower level ability, I would say, level 1 ability, Crush, is just too strong. I mean, you're able to do to just use your power to eliminate an enemy, like within range 1. I think that's pretty strong. I'm not too sure about Mystique, and I'm not too sure about Storm. So maybe next session when we play this game again, we're going to switch Storm with someone else. They have a bunch of other heroes. I can even look at the other boxes, but you know what? We're just gonna. this game has like a huge box, so we'll stick with whatever that's in this box. I think for now. Let me see, who are the other heroes that we can choose from. So let's do that now. Let's pick a different hero. So we have the choices from this box. We have like the zombie heroes in this box are cooler than most of the heroes. That, well, I guess you get the basics. Like you get Wolverine, Colossus. They're not the zombies, so maybe we will switch Mystique. Well, they don't give us another villain hero. No. Okay. Maybe we'll have to keep Mystique. I think Storm. Maybe we'll switch Storm with either Wolverine or Colossus. Let me look at the abilities for these two heroes, and we'll pick one. Um, we'll just pick one now. Okay, so for Colossus, his level 1 ability is once during each enemy phase, you may ignore one wound you receive, so he's a tank. Yeah. Bye, Storm. Okay, so we're gonna use Colossus next time. We're gonna keep Magneto. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep Mystique. Just because, just for thematic reason, I think Magneto needs to have like a villain hero alongside of him. We can play with 6. This game is very manageable. Even if you play with 6 heroes. I might try playing with 6 heroes, so that means that we just play with everybody. I think that will add more chaos too. Let me see here. For this tutorial level, now that we figured out that, what do they call it? Transient line? What do they call it? Something stupid. Linear markings. Now that we figured out the linear marking for this hallway, I think it would be fun for us to play with 6 heroes. Let's play with 6 heroes. Let's go crazy. So next session, I'm going to play all 6 heroes. And let's see what happens to the difficulty. I think when you play with 6 heroes, the difficulty also gets bumped up. Let me look at the mission here. See what it says. Okay, so 5 to 6 heroes. During the spawn enemy step of each enemy phase, draw 1 additional spawn card for the first spawn point. Okay, yeah, let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. No, Storm is also gonna be here for the next one. We'll do 6 heroes, I think. This game is very manageable. Even if you're playing multiple heroes, it's quite manageable. So I'll set it up now. And since with this mission we only use 2 tiles anyway, I need to replace my table with the larger table, because this game gets crazy. It gets the biggest map that I've looked through the missions will have 3x3, and I only have space for 2x2. I mean, vertically I can fit like 4 map tiles, but horizontally I can only accommodate 2. So I have to grab my larger folding table actually to set that up. But yeah, we're gonna do 6 heroes next session. So we get Wolverine also, and a Storm. And I really wish that they would release more X-Men heroes. But if you buy the Kickstarter version, I think you get more X-Men heroes. But the problem with the board gaming industry is because they want to make sure that they make money. Whenever they release a new game, they always ask for crowdfunding, because they want to make sure that they get their money first. And then when you buy the crowdfunding version, you can pay extra to get all the extra goodies. And they're just too expensive. It's goddamn expensive. I mean, and all of these games could have been also been translated to to digital format, and some of them actually do get translated into digital format, and they're very successful, and they're much cheaper. For example, Dune is one of the best board games out there, and you don't have to pay $250 for the core box and the expansions, and instead just pay. I think the base game on Steam is like 39, oh, maybe less than that, maybe 19, and then like each expansion is like, no, the base game is maybe 29, and each expansion is like $10 or something like that. It's crazy. I mean, I can understand why people like doing this. I have fun doing this too. The physical stuff, it's cool, and then you can paint the miniature if you feel up to it. I don't have time to do that. But you can paint the miniatures, it's cool to touch the miniatures, it's cool to move shit around. I understand that, but I think a lot of these board games, they can easily be translated into digital format for sure, but that's not where they're making their money. The only thing I wish that they would do is release all the content for the retail release instead of you being able to only get to those content if you pay extra during the Kickstarter. That's the only thing I wish that they would do. Because withholding content like that is it's crazy. Because like Marvel Zombies, I have all the retail expansions because I love the concept, this concept, you know, and using the zombie side gameplay, and then adding, and then with the Marvel Zombies universe, I'm thinking of picking up another zombie side game, which is the White Death, I think, because that one has a Ninja Turtle expansion. And I'm like, wait, what? So you get the four Ninja Turtles as a hero character. You get Splinter as a hero character. April O'Neil as a martial arts character. It is cool as shit. So I'm definitely gonna pick that up. I might pick that up actually this weekend. It is cool as shit, and that's why I wanted to play this. Switch it up from Final Girl, because I bought this like last year and I haven't touched it yet. So that's why I'm trying to get to my board games, as much as I can, on top of playing my video games. So I'm really trying to enjoy both as much as I can. Life is too short, so trying to enjoy everything as much as I can, as long as I can. But yeah, the White Death Zombicide, it has a Ninja Turtle expansion. And I'm just like, I want that so bad. Um, so, but the problem is, like I said, with the White Death version of Zombicide, I think you only have access to a Ninja Turtle expansion and another expansion. If you bought the game for $500, whatever it is on Kickstarter, you get like a bunch of other goodies, like a bunch of other expansions that they don't release for the retail release, if you really think about it, it's kind of stupid, because people like me, I don't, I know what they're doing. They're trying to make sure that they get their money. It's like early access, I mean, and these people pay early. They pay like a year, 2 years before the game is released. They pay $300, $200, $500 before the games are released. It's crazy. This industry I think it's worse than video gaming. It just so happens some of these games are just so good. They're just so good, but the industry itself is horrible. Board gaming, I mean, I just, I want access to these content. Why can't you just, they're trying to make it special. I mean, we commit that only you have access to these special expansions. You pay now and you get these extra special expansions, but no one else will get those expansions after that. It's like, really? It's stupid. At least Final Girl doesn't do that. So, but anyway. I think Final Girl is also on Kickstarter though, but they offer other shit. They offer like miniatures and stuff like that. But at least they release all the modules. So, yeah, it's crazy. If you do your research on board gaming, it's a little nuts. But I'm just trying to enjoy what I can. But I wish that I have all the other X-Men characters for Marvel Zombies because I really love them. They're also releasing the DC version of the zombie side, which is called Deceased, DCEASED. I have the small version of it, but they're also going to release like just like this one, but with DC characters. I think the Kickstarter is already over, but it's the same situation. Once the retail version comes out, I think you only have access to two expansions in the core box or something like that, maybe more, maybe four expansions. Like with Marvel Zombies, there were like five expansions. I did get all of them because I really like this. I really like Marvel characters. They have the Spider-Man. I think I have a Spider-Man hero, so you can mix and match it. Um, so I have a bunch of other heroes. So from the Spider-Man universe, I also have Guardians of the Galaxy, um, Fantastic Four. So you also have Fantastic Four here. And then for the Kickstarter version, they have where you can fight Galactus, and then the figure for Galactus is like this big. So when you put it on the map, he takes up like four different zones. It's something stupid, but I was like, okay, that's cool. I was like, that's cool. I think I would pay $100 for that, maybe. I mean, like, sure, but it's not even available. It's only available for people who are crazy enough to pay $600 up front. So it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, it is crazy. But all right, so next session of this, we will play the tutorial mission again, which is really easy, but maybe with 6 characters, it's gonna get crazier. Um, and then now we also figured out this line here, so we're gonna do it right. So, oh, and then you can also play as zombie characters in this game, which is pretty cool. So you have zombie heroes, but to play as zombie characters, you have to use the core box. So I don't want to have two boxes open right now. I mean, my game room right now is a little bit of a mess. I need to clean it up. But they have the zombie characters are cooler actually than the well, except for Rogue and maybe Wolverine, Storm. Yeah, fine. Magneto, Mystique. Yeah, that's cool. The Colossus is kind of boring, but anyway, but he's a tank. Look at Cyclops. Like Cyclops is so cool as a zombie. Yeah, we don't like him as a human, but his zombie form is insane. His head is decapitated and he's holding his head. Um, and then you have Zombie Iceman. So you can play. There's a zombie campaign in the other box. So where you can play as when you play as zombies, you play against human armies, I believe, and the regular heroes. So it's pretty cool. This whole I really love this whole setup. So and then of course Sabretooth. We fought him as a zombie enemy, but he's also playable as a zombie hero. Um, and I also like what they did with Psylocke. This zombie Psylocke looks crazy. I love it. Um, and then they have zombie Juggernaut. So, but yeah, I love this. This is really cool. But we'll play some more. Yeah, the art on the cards are magnificent. I mean, it's definitely worth some financial investment on these games because they're made lovingly. Even though I would say that the organizer, like for the box, they use like really cheap plastic um, to hold like the miniatures, so they're easy. They're very easy to break if you're not careful. I broke a piece a little bit last night. I was like, oh fuck. Um, but yeah, they use some cheap materials. But other than that, I love this little little boards for the characters. So it's really nice. I love it. Um, Yeah, and I have a bunch of outside of Marvel Zombies. I have the Night of the Living Dead Zombie Side. I have Zombie Side Second Edition. But yeah, ever since I got these games, they've been just sitting there, you know. So I really need to get to them. But yeah, I might get that Ninja Turtle. It's just because you know, Raphael is my turtle. Um, Watching Ninja Turtles growing up, Raphael was my dude because he's moody. You like Donatello? You like the comedic what do you would you call it character? What do they call that? Comic relief. Yeah, I like the gloomy, serious characters. So I really love Raphael. So I thought it was hot. Well, growing up watching that as a teenager, I thought Raphael was hot. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that game. Just talking about it now, getting me all excited. And the figures actually, they look really nice. I mean, these Simon figures, they are very detailed. You know, like this is for Magneto, and if you're really into painting miniatures, you can really make this look really fancy. You know, maybe one day I'll do that, but you know, that's another like financial hit. So, but yeah, these figures are probably just gonna stay looking like this until like I'm really bored. Maybe in my 80s, I needed something to do. If I don't have any money to get anything new, let me just paint these figures. But anyway, what time is it? Oh, it's still early. It's still early, but I plan I might be streaming with someone a little later tonight because we wanted to do like a Christmas Eve stream together. So we might do that. I'm not sure though, but we'll see. But I want to make sure I get this played real quick because I started last night with just setting up the board, and I really want to play the game. But this game is awesome. I really love it. Pretty cool, you know. And using this license actually is pretty nice too. So. But all right, I'm gonna go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Leon. I think GT was here earlier. GT was here last night too, which I was pretty surprised. Is he still here? No, he's gone. He showed up last night and he actually said hi. I was shocked. I was like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here at 12:30 a.m.?" It was 12:30 a.m. my time, and he was like, "I fell asleep earlier. Now I'm up, and I'm going to go wash my dog." I was like, "Okay." And he was here earlier, I think, wasn't he? Oh no, okay, he wasn't here today. I thought he was here today. That was you. Um, yeah, I thought for some reason I thought he was here today, but yeah, it's just very rare. I think that was the first time that he said anything while in my channel in like last 5 years. But anyway, yeah, I was playing Final Girl when he showed up. That was last night. I didn't win again. It was horrible. I couldn't beat Billy the Bear. It's really hard. That killer is crazy. But yeah, after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play something else for a while. And I just got a new expansion for Final Girl too. They got a new one coming up with like a nun ghost that I really want for some reason. But yeah, too many games. He stays up pretty late. Oh, that's common for him. Okay. And I thought he was in North Carolina, but he was telling me, no, I'm in Georgia. I said, oh. I said, what, I don't know where I got North Carolina because didn't he say he was from North Carolina at one point? Because Because I remember saying something about, oh yeah, Leon, you should go visit GT or something because he's in North Carolina, but he's in Georgia. But anyway, all right, I'll be back maybe in an hour or so. But you always assume he's from Atlanta from the username. His user, why made you think that he's from Atlanta? His username is GT something. Does he have Atlanta in his username? I don't remember. I don't think there's ATL in his username. I think it's GT and then a bunch of numbers, right? Or like, is it like an Atlanta zip code? But yeah, it's kind of funny though. He was like washing his dog like in the middle of the night. I was like, hey, I guess if the dog is stinky, the dog is stinky. So let me just reset this while we're here. I can't wait to play this again, for sure. We'll shuffle you back in here. Oh, James ATL. Wait. He has a different username? His name is GT something, right? Not James. Oh, you're talking about his Steam account. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have him on Steam, so. Not the stinky dogs. All right, Leon, if I don't see you again, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I'll probably, yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow though. I'm going to be doing, I have to be managing, oh, hold on, what is this, too late? Okay. Treatment tomorrow early in the morning, and I'll be I'll be streaming while I'm doing that. So, but yeah, enjoy your Christmas, and you're probably up for a bit, but you don't see. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you. You too. Have fun. I did. Oh, let me show you before I go. I did get early Christmas gifts. You're not gonna believe what I got. For some reason, because he knew that I have a Switch 2. I don't want these games. I don't want these Switch 2 games. I was like, why can't you just get me like these war games that I wanted? You're gonna laugh. So he got me Hyrule Warriors. And Metroid. I was like, okay, thank you. I mean, I'm very thankful, of course, but it's a nice Christmas gift. But I guess for some reason he thinks that I really love my Switch too. But anyway. Well, because he got me the Switch too. I don't think he knows that I haven't touched my Switch 2 in like forever, but anyway. Welcome to the club. He also got me Donkey Kong when it came out, but I played that game once. I feel so guilty. I'm glad he doesn't check out my gaming channel because I feel guilty for not. I'm gonna feel guilty if I don't play these, so I'm gonna do my best to get these played. So I will do my best to get them played. So, But I'll talk to you later. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much for watching. please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. I truly appreciate it. Happy gaming!